Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back in today's class. Day number 21, I guess. Yes. And today we are going to pick up a topic called CSDM. Okay. It's not CMDB, it's a CSDM. The concept of CSDM is not very new and not very old as well. This concept is almost 7 years in the market now. I guess, yes, 7 years. Yep. 7 years in the market now. But from the last 2 to 3 years, it getting more popularity and customers, clients, partners, everybody is moving in this direction to implement this. Okay. We will not go more in the deep dive because I can understand as per your experience, as per your journey, as per your starting points in the service now. What I'm telling you in the CSGM will be a basic point or the starting point. You can go more on the deep dive and you can build your skill in the CSDM. The important point is that CSDM is not a code. I tell you one thing and you just implement, it's done. No. It is a more over a concept, more over a kind of a framework, which we need to be understand. Okay. CSDM stands for the Common Service Data Model. They're not talking about the infrastructure or the component. No. They're talking about the services. Why there's a need of CSDM? Krupa is running a HR services. Or Krupa is a HR head. She's giving the HR services to finance department. She's giving the HR services to the legal department. She's giving HR services to the IT department. She's giving services to other departments in organization. Everybody complain, or for everybody, the rules, the SLAs, the conditions are different, which is going tough for Krupa to maintain it. Might be she's charging to legal department 100 rupees per resource. Might be she's charging to legal IT department 200 rupees per resource. And still, a lot of other things matter. How to calculate for the US, how to calculate for India, how to calculate for Germany, how to calculate for Spain, how to calculate for UK. No standard reporting she is able to do. What is the exact status of my department, of my service? Then all the different departments, different products, modules, people come together and start discussing on this particular. We need something common which can be easily used for the reporting purpose. And then they say, let's build a common service data model. Data model. It's a model which we can use now. This is what the founding principle of CSDM. Another point, as I say, it is not a code. It is not an exe file. No. It is a concept. Might be my model will be different to your model. But concept should be same. I give example. Like we take example of on that day, right? If you're in India, you called that product is curd. but in here UK we call it as a yogurt. Might be in US, Germany, it's called yogurt. We see chips, but here it's not called the chips. The chips has a different meaning. So another problem is that what is the meaning of the service for everybody? If I say, okay, what is the meaning? What do you mean by uh, word service, Yashaswini? The answer should be given by Yashaswini should be equal to the answer given by Shakif, equal to the given by answer by Salma, equal the answer given by Krupa, equal the answer given by Jostna. Because the major problem come when we are not on the same page from the concept perspective. This is what the founding principle of CSDM. Now, if I say, okay, what do you mean by the word service? So service means when you provide something to other person. Achha. Might be Salma says something else. Krupa says something else. Then it's tough to be standardize the things. To make a thing standardize, we need the standard definition. Like everybody know in India, PAN card, what do you mean by the word PAN card? Now, if someone says, okay, give me some proof, identity proof, the first proof came in the mind is Aadhaar card. Because it is standard now in across India. If you have Aadhaar card, you are safe. You are done. No problem at all. Okay. So this particular model, this particular concept work on the definition called the service. And how it look like. Okay. There is a white paper provided by ServiceNow. CSDM 4.0. 37 pages का white paper है. But it's 37 pages. It can take more than 40 to 55 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours to understand these concepts. So what we are going to be discuss in this paper today? We're not going to do a deep dive in each and every line. And this is 4.0. And now 5.0 is already on the place, which is still in the draft, not fully launched by ServiceNow, but the format, the look, the changes is already out. I already have a video of the 5.0 as well. That what's look like in 5.0. 5.0, I'm not taking 5.0 for this class because that is a little bit more advanced. It covered different modules as well as service now. So basically, what is CSDM? If I talk about this picture is CSDM. This picture is a CSDM. 4 domains. I think we should go for the 5.0. Yeah, that's will be more good. Let me pick a 5.0. ये तो काफी old है. Give me a minute. Let me stop sharing it for a minute. I'll bring out my screen only. My PPTs. I have that. Uh, Got it. Okay, let me share my screen again. ये देखो ये रहा. This was 4.0, which released in 2022 and has 4 domains. And this is 5.0. Okay, what it says, because it's been on the later side, so let's pick up this particular part. A lot of things has been changed in this particular part. Number one, this concept says about the services. This training is a service which a business sell to their customers is called service consumption domain. ये इसमें पेन भी होता है ना कुछ. ये which a business sell to their customer is called service consumption domain. How, let's say, Kurupa or Josna running their own company. They are providing the, let's say, cosmetic products. They're selling the cosmetic products. Now they want to be implement service now. What they do? They will visit the different websites of the companies who provide the service now implementation. Might be Dashil has its own company, Himanshu has its own company, Prashant has his own company. So they visit their websites. On the websites, they will see that these service providers provide what type of services. And then they order from there. This is what is the catalogs. Let's say Prashant says, hey, we are best in ServiceNow implementation, ITSM and HRSD. We provide services in US, UK, Germany, and Spain. This is called offering. What they're providing the business service. What they're selling to you, they're selling to a business service. Don't worry if you're not able to understand this concept completely. It took approximately 2 months for me to understand this whole concept. जो 37 pages का white paper है ना, if you read that white paper, then you understand this particular thing. So on the back end, like for the service provider, they're saying what I'm selling to my customer is a business service. And they're giving the service offering. Like earlier, McD or Pizza Hut or these things, how they sell? Burger, chips, cool drink, and a separate one. But now they make it as a combo. Might be a combo available in India, but not available in US. Might be a combo available in US, but not available in India. So what do you mean by the business service? Business service mean that the service you are selling to your customers, they purchase from you. You purchase service, not training services from me. You purchase training services from me. Someone say, Atul, if I do ITSM admin course from you, how much is the cost for me? That is a offering. If you're joining from US, the charges is this. If you're joining from UK, the charges is this. If you're joining from India, the charges is this. That is a offering it. Don't worry about these things. This is terms are coming from the CSM perspective. Okay. So we're not discussing about this thing. Then go to the ideation. This is newly introduced by ServiceNow in 5.0. Planning item and product idea. Let's bring something new for my customers. That is ideation. Now you can add. So what the ServiceNow doing? ServiceNow bringing what I can say. So portfolio management and APM, application portfolio management, in the CSDM part, that you can raise the idea in CSDM itself and then you can track it. Then design. Now, if I want to sell training services to market, I must design that first. And designing that, I need a business capability. There are hundreds of institutes who says, hey, we provide the service now training. We have experts in this session. We have experts in this thing. Trainers in this area. What this mean? It means they have a capability, business capability to run that particular or to provide that particular service. In the companies, we have a capabilities, Java capability, ServiceNow capability, Salesforce capability, development capability, deployment capability. Because what business capability says, to provide that services, you need something, and that is business capability. And every capability must follow the digital product. DPR is the product introduced by ServiceNow for the release management. How are you releasing that thing in the market? And every DPR has some information object by which you identify. If I say, guys, yesterday someone came at my home and they gifted me a well-packed some bottle which have some liquid things of containing the black color liquid. What do you say, Atul? Are you talking about the cold drink? No, yeah, it's not a cold drink. So what this mean? Those are the information object which help you to identify that particular capability and support you to do the operations on this particular part. Now, when you have a capability, then you have a build. अब capability एक दिन में तो बन नहीं जाएगी, right? We follow the SDLC process, and here ServiceNow introduced the DevOps. It is fully all. This is all new concepts at all. पहले ये concepts. This was not service consumption. This was called build, sell and consume. Design ऐसा ही था. This was the same. This has been changed now. So they say if you want to build that capability, you need to follow the build domain. You have to follow the DevOps change management. You can use Gen AI. You can use BOM. It's BOM stands for like this thing. Business object something is there to build that services. And last, ये सब तो दिख रहा है सामने से. Something which is not visible to anybody. कि हमारी our moms do a lot of work. और हम क्या कहते हैं ना आपने किया ही किया दिन भर में. There are a lot of things which they do, she do. From taking up you to get ready for your office. By the time you come back, have dinner and sleep. This is called the service delivery domain. Earlier, it was known as a technical domain, but now it has been renamed to the service delivery, which help you to deliver that service. And here they call the technical service management. Who is maintaining these services as a technically? Darshil sold out deployment services to Josna's company by showing that he has a capability. But who is maintaining that capability? Deployment means he need a deployment manager. He need the deployment engineers. Deployment of what? Java का deployment है, .NET का deployment है, Polaris का deployment है, Solaris का deployment है. What type of deployment you do? You have experts team in the background that is called the technical services. And these teams provide services to the all type of workflows. ITSM हो, टेक्नोलॉजी में कुछ हो, इंडस्ट्री फ्लो वर्क्स हो, फाइनेंस के फ्लोज हो, एम्प्लॉइज फ्लोज हो, कस्टमर फ्लोज हो, एनी फ्लो, they support all the flows here. And then they have a service instance. In the 5.0, a lot of concepts has been removed. Earlier, we have a concept called the application service. Here we have application service. What do you mean by the word application service? Application service is the one on which you raise a change, you raise an incident. I'll show you something here. This is just a draft. Concepts are not fully available in 5. In PDIs as of now. Okay, so we have a technology service and technical service offering. US में service provide करते हो, yes, but we do differently. We have a US team, and US we only provide the Java, not the .NET. To do all these things, if you see on the sides, ये देखो ये, ये. These are the roles to run these services. To build the capability, I need an architect. To build the technical services, I need a service owner instance. If I want to, if Darshil want to make any change in the Java deployment, he need to be take the approval from the Java head first of his company. He is the person called service instance owner. एक delivery owner होगा. And all these things, all these need a foundation data. And foundation data is the foundation domain. ये देखो. आपके नॉलेज, आपके बिजनेस प्रोसेसेस, आपके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स, आपके प्रोडक्ट्स, मॉडल, यूजर ग्रुप, लोकेशन, डिपार्टमेंट, कंपनी, बिजनेस यूनिट्स, अकाउंट्स, लाइफ साइकिल, एवरीथिंग विल कम इन द फाउंडेशन डेटा. क्योंकि दिस विल नॉट वर्क until you have a foundation data on the place. To run all this, you need a users. My foundation data. To run all this, you use a business unit. Right? IT department purchase HR services to offboard their users, employees. Department is HR. We need it here, the foundation data. So this concept, as I said in the beginning, we are not going much in the deep because this deepness is not required as of now. The required is to give you basic understanding so that you can see, you can understand. So if I take you these slides, you can see 1.0 was very simple. 2018, as I said, 6 or 7 years almost done. Very simple. Then in the 2.0, they bring another domain, sell and consume. देखो ये रहा जो मैं कह रहा था आपको. Fundamentals वही है लेकिन concepts enhanced हो गए, better हो गए. Then 3.0, 4 domains आई. Foundation domain यहाँ था. And 4.0, they bring the foundation domain here. नीचे आ गया पूरा foundation कि भाई इसके बिना तो कोई काम ही नहीं कर पाएगा. And they introduce the build domain. देखो डिफरेंस देखो यहाँ पर ये sell and consume, manage technical services. This has been changed now. Here आपका CMDB जो हमने what we did is here CMDB. So in 5.0 this is your CMDB mainly. ये आपका components, infrastructure सारा का सारा कैसे linked है. ये आपका almost CMDB यहाँ पर सारा. Technical services, service offering, यहाँ पर workflows नहीं थे. to make it standardized. My customer purchase any of the services, any of the workflow. Workflow means here I'm talking about, if you remember the capabilities, IT workflow, employee workflow, customer workflow. तो ये workflows है. Pick up any of the workflow. To provide this workflow, we need a technical services. And here we have the CMDB part. ये difference है. I would like to ask you guys, go to this white paper. So in this PPT, I showed all these domains that what changes has been done. So this product, this part is from the CSM specific customer service management of service now. This is from the APM perspective, application portfolio management. This has been newly introduced, DPR release management, Gen AI newly added in 5.0, workflows newly added in this service delivery. This is what we saw in Knowledge 2024. Not still fully implemented. Service now working, building this thing. देखो यहाँ पर पहले बिजनेस एप्लीकेशन थी, कंसेप्ट इज ओवर नाउ, अभी कंसेप्ट खत्म हो गया. All these things has been removed and replaced by new concepts. Doubt, question, clarification. All clear, everybody? Now let me show you the service now. Let me show that how it's look like in service now. So in the service now, number one, it is not required. Why it's showing Josna's one? ठीक है, चलो कोई नहीं. Okay, number one, as I say, no need to be install any plugin for this one. It is pre-installed when you get a ServiceNow instance. How it's look like? Go here, CSDM, and you can see the concepts here. Business process. This thing. ये रहे. कहाँ गए business processes? ये रहे. It is here. So you have to be define it. Design में नहीं होना चाहिए. Actually, it should be in the foundation data. So you have, or we have to be define these business processes. Let me show you the business services. That is still easy. Business services. किसमें है? Sell and consume में. ये रही. इसी में है ना? See. Business service. Sell and consume. Because as I say that it is still on the 4.0. 5.0 की components अभी PDIs में नहीं आए हैं. So you can go and click on the business service. Now, what I'm giving to my customer, I'm giving HR services to my customers. HR services to my customers. Market में what I'm saying, hey, Josna's company is giving HR services. But HR services में क्या? Onboarding, offboarding, recruitment, payroll, what? This is what the important point is there. Or to be show you something example here, CSDM 4.0 example. थोड़ा सा easily understand करते हैं इसको. तो अच्छा सा एग्जाम्पल नहीं मिल रहा, इसको देखते रुको। और CSDM एग्जाम्पल HR सर्विसेज, नहीं ईमेल सर्विसेज देखते हैं, राइट, ऑफिस 65। नॉट OM। नहीं यार, शायद ये वाला, लेट मी शो यू। कॉपी पेस्ट, इट्स नॉट वर्कआउट। चलो इसको देखते हैं थोड़ा सा, ठीक है, लाइक दिस थिंग। ओहो, नहीं भाई नहीं चाहिए। एक अच्छा सा एग्जाम्पल नहीं मिल रहा है। चलो देखो यार, सबसे पहले क्या था, पोर्टफोलियो। व्हाट इज अ पोर्टफोलियो मींस व्हाट ऑल सर्विसेज a service provider is giving. Then it contain the business service. So like portfolio of Josna's companies, HR services, medical services and the emergency services. ये इसका पोर्टफोलियो है, और कंसल्टिंग इज अ पोर्टफोलियो। इन कंसल्टिंग शी हैज अ HR services. इन HR services शी हैज अ ऑफरिंग। ऑनबोर्डिंग चाहिए, ऑफबोर्डिंग चाहिए, राइट? ऑनबोर्डिंग चाहिए, ऑफबोर्डिंग चाहिए आपको, ठीक? To do this particular part, she need to be go little bit on the capability part. This thing थोड़ा सा इसको relate करके चलते हैं। I am saying I am giving HR services। इसमें मेरे को examples देखता हूँ, कुछ होंगे मेरे पास examples। हाँ ये मिल गए, yes, good। 4.0 नहीं यार, नहीं है, सॉरी, आई डोंट हैव एग्जांपल्स। ठीक है, तो इसी पे थोड़ा सा ध्यान देते हैं, ठीक है। तो आई एम डिफाइनिंग दिस थिंग, बिजनेस सर्विसेज HR, ऑफरिंग, ऑनबोर्डिंग और ऑफबोर्डिंग। To build this particular offering, I need a capability. This is what I'm
Achal,
sure. Good,
could
please.
you zoom in? Zoom in.
This one क्या?
No,
This one.
this one.
ठीक है?
Fine, thank you.
Okay. So to build this service, I need a capability. ठीक है? ये वाला. So this is what? To provide this incident services, I have a IT support service. I can help you manage the request. I can help you. Don't take the screenshots here. You can get it very easily on this Google. I have a capability to manage the changes. Now, onboarding or offboarding, what capabilities I have? If it is the onboarding, I can help you to manage the record, to archive the records, to scan the records. ये capabilities हैं. Might be I said, Josna, I want to be purchase this HR services from you, but I want only archiving capability from your side. मुझे records maintain नहीं करने. I want just you just provide the services how to archive my documentation in HR. I can pay for that only. So वो मेरी capabilities हैं. Now to maintain the capabilities, we need some records. We need some tool. You can use ServiceNow incident management. Might be I say, Josna say, Atul, we are not using any tool. We built in-house tool. And if you purchase onboarding services from you, we will install that tool in your systems and you can use it. So capability says it can be in-house or it can be purchased. I am teaching you baking. I'm selling baking services in the market. Base or decoration. For the base, I can tell you how to make a spongy or this chocolate base, how to make a vanilla base. To make vanilla base, the ingredients which you need, you can build at home or you can purchase from the market as well. You can get your oven or you can use the some other stuff to make that bake. So यहाँ पर हम tool की बात करते हैं that how you're going to maintain that capability. And then this capability rely on the application service. In which environment you are providing that services. It's a production, it's a development, or it's a testing environment. And to maintain this, we have in the background, we have a technical services. To run the HR services provided by Josna, she says, Atul, I am installing HR services in your for your company. Now, from today, anything which you want, any servers maintenance, up and down times, everything I'll take care. And Josna has its own team in the background who is maintaining all the servers, all the infrastructure in the background. And to support that services, she installed some servers, some databases, some routers, some IPs kind of things. थोड़ा सा difficult है अभी आपके लिए समझने के लिए, I can say. I'm not putting a question on your capabilities, but to understand this fundamental, until you will not clear with your basics examples or the definitions, it is tough to be see that what changes are coming or how to understand this particular part. So we have to be create these things in the in this particular CMDB. So I'm creating a business service. So as a company, I am providing these many services to my customers. Services, click on the BlackBerry. BlackBerry services hai, and what are the service offering I'm giving? As of now, no offering I'm giving here. Or you want to see, you can go and check on the business service offering. BSO. Let me open this thing. Payroll disparity. It is an offering. And what is the service for it? अरे यार आधे ये क्या देखो पे और सर्विस क्या है इसकी डिस्पेरेंसी ये इसकी सर्विस है बिजनेस सर्विस हाँ हो सकता है ना एचआर सर्विसेज में सर मैं आपको डिस्पेरेंसी की सर्विस भी दूंगा अगर आपके पेरोल्स में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ रही है इट्स ऑल अबाउट द व्हाट यू आर गिविंग वही है देन यू हैव टू बी गेट द टेक्निकल सर्विसेज कुछ नहीं दिया सर्विस नाउ आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स इसमें वी हैव टू बिल्ड इट कैपेबिलिटी nothing is given. CSDM is one of the concept which is easy to do in service now, but tough to understand this fundamental. If you get clarity of all these things, these are just the records, nothing else. Relationship and the records. So जब हम incident raise करते हैं, when we raise an incident, Here we have a field service offering. वो यहीं से आ रहे हैं. This is what the area. Let it be load completely. Yeah. देखो ये रहा. किसको रेफर कर रहा है? बिजनेस सर्विस को रेफर कर रहा है. किसको रेफर कर रहा है? सर्विस ऑफरिंग को रेफर कर रहा है. ये देखो. If you go here and click on the service. Application services, network services, all these things. Service portfolio services. And you want to create a new service, you have to click on the new, and here you have to be defined. इसमें, sorry, it's a service portfolio view. Wait. Email services, let me take. So this is my email service. This one. So I can create these services. I'm missing out something. It says service only, showing service portfolio view with default view. Huh. This is what I'm looking for. This is a service, but what type of service it is? It's a business service, technical service, or the application service. Form एक ही है, but this classification help you. Business service. Table is still same, but when you create an incident, it will refer to the business service. So we can say HR portal, HR services. Now, if this service has some service offering, there is no service offering it has. So it will show blank. And this service offering have some CMDB connected. It will show this manner. So from business service to service offering to CMDB. Why? If I'm raising an incident on a CI, I can see that how it is going to impact my upper parts or the upstream specifically. A lot of things in your mind now might be zero understanding for today's session. But believe me, this is expected. It should be zero understanding today. Because it's more on the after working with my customer, now I'm able to understand that what is actually CSDM says. It takes time for me to understand that what is CSDM, what does CSDM mean totally. So what I recommend, please go to this white paper. If you're not able to go to the complete white paper, minimum to minimum, first 10 to 15 pages you must read. उसी में अगर 5 बार नींद ना आ जाए तो बता देना मुझे. Okay, I did not get any white paper for the 5.0. So 4.0 का white paper है, you can go and check it. And I'm telling you, take this as a homework for this week. It will tell you that what is the meaning of the application service, business service, and the technical services. Which table it goes. यहाँ पर tables का बहुत बड़ा खेल है. How these tables are, how these services are related with each other. So they have given the standard relationship. Like in the CMDB, we have a standard suggested relationship. Here, the standard relationships are here. That how a table is related with the other table. और यही होना चाहिए. Business capability provides by the business services. Application service depend on the another application service. Service offering, use a reference attribute from service of, sorry, business service, use a reference from the service offering. बिजनेस सर्विस के अंदर ऑफरिंग आती है, एचआर के अंदर ऑफरिंग से ऑनबोर्डिंग ऑफबोर्डिंग. These are the standards one, and these are the founding principle of CSDM. Clear है कुछ doubt, question, clarification? You'll get it. Everything you will get very easily. Architecture design. ठीक है, it is relevant, but something similar you are talking, or we are talking actually. 4.0 का example है ये. Find out the examples. See CSDM examples. You will find the few are the famous one is Office 365. ServiceNow example you can find out, HR services you can find out, a lot of more examples you will find out, you will understand that how this look like, how this work. But before that, you need to be understand these concepts. If you clear these concepts, you can build your own model as well. I build a model for the hospital. हॉस्पिटल है, उसका पोर्टफोलियो बनाया, उसमें कई चीजें होती है, ओपीडी होती है, एमआरआई होती हैं, ऑपरेशंस होते हैं, सर्जरीज होती हैं. These are the services, and pick up one services and define or build the model. This picture you are able to see is an ideal picture. ServiceNow never says that you have to go for this complete picture in a one go. They say you need to implement this CSDM, go step by step. Crawl, walk, run, and fly. They follow that fundamental. I'm telling you, this is a very ideal situation. We implemented CSDM 4.0 for one of our customer. We did not use a lot of components. We use just this, use business application, services, and technical service. ये हमने use ही नहीं किया. Because we're not understanding it how to use this. Then after first phase implementation, then we pick up this particular concept that okay, let's bring this now. SDLC, how SDLC can help us to do this particular part. Clear everybody? अरे yes या no तो बोलो कम से कम. Okay. Now the last concept to close the CMDB topic is called the workspace. Now ServiceNow bring from the Xanadu release, ServiceNow bring or move almost things in the CMDB workspaces now. Earlier the reports are available openly, but now they bring a workspace. So if you see here, open in CMDB workspace. So they introduce the workspace now so that you can keep a track of everything in a one place regarding this CMDB stuff. Different workspaces हैं. Workspaces are not for the end user. Workspaces are for the fulfiller or the users who are having an ITIL role or admin role in the system. Here you can see your CMDB. Because we're not using the discovery, so might be these are showing as a blank. Okay. You can see how many PCs I have, how many services I have, how many servers I have, everything you can see here in a one go. Total CIs means 760 are my PCs. My CI is assigned to my name. If you are using the discovery, these will get updated. How many new CIs has been added? How many new applications has been added? How many new hardware has been added? Total CI 2.8K till date. Now, if I go back here, go my work to see about the CI task. I have to be a test certification task has been done. on the CMDB perspective. Attestation task that yes, it's a valid CI or not. CMDB 360-degree. To run this, we have to be use the ITOM, because might be I am bringing the things in, or I'm bringing the CIs in my CMDB from the different sources. I'm saying that these are the different concepts of service now. ITOM, discoveries, kind of things. Insights about your CMDB performance stuff. It tell you that what at which state you are at point of time. 0% adoption, 0% adoption, 20% adoption. Total application service is 0. And something for the management. Rejected CI. Now I tell you one thing. A CI follow a 3C rule. A CI follow the 3C rules: completeness, correctness, and compliance. I give you the example. I ask you to guys fill this form, admission form, let's say. Okay. Name, age, DOB, qualification. ठीक है. Name, Atul, age, DOB, 90, qualification, doctor. I ask other person, Josna, X, और ज्योत्सना ने फिल ही नहीं किया. Now, is this information is complete? No. That is the first part of CMDB health dashboard principle. The information which asked to you should provide the all details. That is the completeness. To make sure that the record I'm creating, the CI record I'm creating, have minimum information. If you're creating a computer CI, what I need? Manufacturer, model, OS. So now if you go to the shop and buy a laptop, what do you ask mainly? RAM, memory, OS, and processor. Because these 4 information make it as a complete to take a decision. Now, correctness. She want to put age, but by mistake she want to put, let's say she want to put 24, but by mistake she put 0 at this one. Is it correct? No. It means information which you're providing should be correct as well. That is another principle of the CMDB health dashboard. Third, when you go, I'm not sure that how many of you go in the pubs, in the bar, it is mentioned below 18s are not allowed in the bar or the pub. They must be accompanied with some adult. That is compliance. So I will say that my CM, because might be thinking, Atul, what is purpose? If your CMDB is not correct, then believe me, you are putting the lot of garbage things in your system. ऐसा तो कभी नहीं होता ना घर में. If you're not getting anything, you buy everything from the market immediately. ढूंढते हैं, करते हैं. And then you find out. If you did not find, then you buy something. Yes, okay, let's buy it because we don't have this at home. So CMDB follow this principle: correctness, that how much data is correct. Ab the question ka matlab how we come to know that it is correct or not. Remember CI class manager. Let me show you. ये देखो ये health, ये completeness. I will say if these fields are filled, it's called completeness. ये यहां पर डिफाइन होता है हर क्लास का. Compliance. All the system should be running on the Windows. तब मैं बोलूंगा compliance पे. अगर कोई Linux पे काम कर रहा है इसका मतलब that's not compliant. That C is not compliance. And correctness. This information should be there and should be correct. Minimum a version should be 2.0 only. Then I will say it is a correct information. Otherwise, no. We have to create the orphan rule and we have to create the stainless rule. अगर कोई CI एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करी 60 डेज से व्हाट आई कैन से डिस्कवरी में नहीं आ रही है, इट्स अ स्टिलनेस. So, and to show all these things, we have a dashboards available here. Correctness. And we run the jobs in the background to see these things. If you see on the home page, yeah, CMDB health dashboards jobs. We have to enable these properties and it will work. Sorry, we have to run these jobs. So false. If you run this, it will show you all the data completely. CMDB is not that easy if you are thinking. It is more on the conceptual perspective. Few people are die-hard fan of CMDB. Okay, so your homework for this week. Anybody can put this homework in the group. Get the basic understanding of the CMDB. See the classes available of the CMDB. Minimum classes. You should know. Computer, server, routers, database. These are the minimum classes you should know. Same goes for the CSDM. You should know the basics or the actual meaning of the business service offering, technical services, business capabilities, application services. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि you should deep dive in everything in the CSDM. No, वो हो भी नहीं सकता, वो मैं करना भी नहीं है. But at least जो basics हैं इनके meanings. सिर्फ इंग्लिश नहीं पढ़ना इसका, actual meaning find out करना है. Only then you will be able to understand that how these are related with each other. I'm telling you that we are in the 5.0 now. It is more complicated. We are not able to, I'm not able to digest the 4.0 completely and it's 5.0 coming now. Okay. Doubt, question, clarification. No doubt, no question. Good. Let me stop the recording and take your attendance now.